allies in West Asia in a bid to rally them around United States' position. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is set to visit Egypt and Israel. Egypt has a peace treaty with Israel and borders the Gaza Strip, a Hamas stronghold. Egypt has in the past repeatedly been called upon to act as mediator, with Cairo also happy to add to its diplomatic prestige. Iran continues to hit out at Israel. Apart from funding Hamas, Israel's art foe backs Hezbollah in Lebanon. Iran warned of a possible preemptive action against Israel in the coming hours. The Iranian Foreign Ministry said, and I quote, "The resistance leaders will not allow Israel to do whatever it wants in Gaza." A Russian-drafted UN Security Council resolution that called for a humanitarian ceasefire in the war failed to pass. Russia proposed the one-page draft text on Friday, which also called for the release of hostages, humanitarian aid access, and the safe evacuation of civilians in need. The text condemned violence against civilians and all acts of terrorism, but did not name Hamas. Meanwhile, Colombia said Israel's ambassador should leave the South American country before rolling back comments. The Colombian minister initially said the Israeli envoy should at a minimum apologize and leave after criticizing Petro's comparison of Israeli attacks on Gaza with the Nazi persecution of the Jews. Later, he stated he had merely demanded respect for Colombia's president. The Colombian foreign minister said, and I quote, "I have not said that the Israeli ambassador is expelled." Our correspondent Susan Tehrani explains what the context is for the standby order for the U.S. military in Israel.
President Biden continues to face intense pressure to save American hostages believed to be held in Hamas captivity, as the Pentagon chief tells U.S. troops to be ready to go to Israel on short notice. As advisors and spy chiefs briefed President Biden on Monday, U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin sent "be ready to deploy" orders to American troops.